Hello everybody and welcome to Happy Healthy with Jess. So this session today is for the neck and the shoulders. We're going to take some seated release exercises for your neck and your shoulders. We will do a tiny little bit of massage, so if you do want to use maybe a little bit of moisturizer or something, you can, but that is totally optional. We will mostly be just having a nice stretch and release of this area. So what I invite you to do is get yourself comfortably seated. You might be on a chair, you might be like me sitting on the floor, and if you are sitting on the floor with me, then I really encourage you to put a cushion or a couple of cushions underneath your bum. You can be seated cross-legged or you can sit on your knees. Honestly, wherever you go is perfect, and actually throughout this little short session, you might want to move your position at certain points. Please do so. So what we're going to start with is making sure the belly's relaxed. If we're gripping the abdominals, then we're going to also be gripping the upper body. And we're going to start just by taking a few gentle breaths to encourage movement of the breath down here. Because if we're breathing high up into the upper chest and the shoulders, we're going to be causing tension up there. So just get yourself really comfortable for a moment. You don't have to close your eyes, but I encourage you to do so if you can and if you're comfy. And just take some gentle breaths through your nose. And I know if you just come in here for a good stretch, you might be like, why am I sitting here breathing? Trust me, if your breathing is off, then everything's going to be off. And it makes a big difference for tension in the neck, in the shoulders, in the jaw. So just breathing in gently through your nose and breathing out gently through your nose. And really notice, is your chest moving as you breathe? Can you feel it in your shoulders? And if the answer is yes, that's okay for now, but we're going to try and encourage the breath lower. So try to keep the shoulders, the chest, as relaxed as you possibly can. A gentle breath in, a relaxed breath out. Just try a couple of those on your own. Really nice. Now, one or two more of these breaths, but I really want you to feel if you can expand the lower ribs and belly as you breathe. So as you breathe in, do you feel the lower ribs and belly expand outwards? We're not pushing them. You can push them a couple of times if you want to, just to feel that, but then it should just start to happen more naturally. Yeah, so inhale, lower ribs and belly just expand a little bit. Shoulders and chest nice and still. Exhale, everything relaxes. Just imagine your shoulders melting, your belly melting. Good, one more of those with me. Inhale, lower ribs and belly. Exhale, a nice wave of relaxation just washes over you. Good, now the hard thing is going to be trying to keep this breathing as we go into our stretches and our release exercises. But do your best, I'll keep reminding you. So we're going to start by just doing some shoulder rolls. Oh, I just got a big click there. Anybody else? So a few nice shoulder rolls. Now when you're doing your shoulder rolls, breathing through the nose, your shoulders lift up, you draw them together at the back, and then they roll all the way down. I know that sounds really basic, but you want to try and get as much movement there as possible without straining. Yeah, now when you feel like that comes to a natural end, you're then going to go forwards. Don't worry what your hands and stuff are doing. Just move through the shoulder blades. Yeah, so on the way back, we draw the shoulder blades together, the shoulders lift up to the ears, and then they round all the way forwards. And just see if you can smooth that out. You might actually start to sort of feel that they ache a little bit if you do this a few times. That's okay. I know you might be thinking, well, I want to get rid of the ache, But actually, a lot of tension in the shoulders and the neck can come from a weakness in the muscles. Yeah, so obviously we're not doing that today, but strengthening the shoulders and the neck, really helpful. Good, everyone. Okay, so from here, what we're going to do, hands are grounded, so you can put them down towards the floor, or you can hold onto your chair if you're on a chair, just to keep the shoulders down. I want you to imagine that you've got a paintbrush on your nose, and we're going to start by drawing really small circles in one direction, and you're gradually going to get bigger, yes? So gently starting to move with the nose, little circle. Gently starting to get bigger, and now what you will find is that obviously you start to get this big rotation of the head and the neck. Now, some people really shy away from dropping the head all the way back. I don't mind if you shy away from it if there's a little bit of pain or real discomfort. If it's just a little bit awkward, then maybe see what it feels like. You could do half circles if you want to as well. And then maybe think just about doing a small backward circle. That's it. And then go the other way. So you might start with your tiny circles with the nose. And then you might start to get a little bit bigger. There's no right or wrong here, everybody. The only wrong would be if you cause yourself pain or strain. And we obviously want to just back away from any of that. And just a reminder, you know, there's so many people say, oh, don't do this, don't drop your head back, it's bad for you. The only thing that is bad for us is the stuff that we avoid. Yeah, and I'm not saying drop your head back all the time, but you know, dropping your head back a little bit is really beneficial. Really beneficial for the front of the throat and neck, but also for the joints at the back, yeah? So just little and often, and obviously do what feels good for you. Nice, hopefully that feels a little bit better. So we're gonna look to the right, and then we're gonna come back to the middle. We're gonna look to the left, back to the middle. Good. Now, keep in the middle for me. Some of you have done this with me before. In the middle, I want you to just use your eyes and look to the right. So just your eyes. Give someone to the right the real side eye. And then back to the middle. To the left. Back to the middle. Good. And then turn your head to the right again. Keep the shoulders facing me. You might just find you get an extra centimetre, millimetre. Some of you might even get more than that. Lovely, back to the middle. We're going to tilt the right ear to your right shoulder. Now just notice that this left shoulder doesn't come up. Try and keep it gently drawn down. Jaw relaxed, breathing. And then we're going to lift it back up and take it over to the left. Left ear towards left shoulder. Right shoulder staying down. Good, from here, little half circle. Dropping the chin and bringing the right ear to the right shoulder, and just do that one more time. Fantastic, everybody. Okay, from here, taking your hands behind the back of your neck. Yeah, and what I like to interlace here. Yeah, so interlace the fingers and put them behind the back of your head. Yeah, just before the neck starts, right at the base of the skull. And all we're going to do here is we're going to draw the chin in and we're going to push the head into the hands. So push the head into the hands, I would say about 40 to 50% effort, and breathe. You should notice how I'm still talking. I'm still pretty chill. I can feel my abdominals and I can feel the back of my neck. I mentioned we probably weren't going to do any strength today, but actually this is a strengthening exercise. It's just also a lovely release technique. So take a breath in. And a breath out, release, take a moment. Now, so when you do the breath in, same as we were doing the breath before. Yeah, we're pushing into the hands, we breathe in, we expand the lower ribs in the belly. As we relax, everything collapses. Yeah, so let's try that again. So pushing into your hands, 40 to 50% effort. And what it should feel like is if you're giving yourself a double chin, draw the chin back, yeah? Yeah, this is lovely. Good. Breathe in, lower ribs and belly expand. Breathe out, relax everything. Good, well done. If that feels really good, do it one more time. If you're happy, we're moving on. So a little bit of massage here. Feel free to move your seated position if you need to. And I needed to, so I thought you might need to as well. So you're going to use your fingers, okay? I tend to use the first 2 fingers and sometimes the 3rd finger as well to do this. What you're going to do is you're going to take your fingers, in fact my little finger's getting involved as well. They're all getting involved. We're taking it down to sort of the fleshy bit, just that starts your upper back, yeah? So if I turn around, I'll show you where I mean. Just move this out the way. Here. Yeah, these are your upper traps, your trapezius muscle. If you give them a prod, how do they feel? Just give them a little prod. Yeah, mine feel a bit tight because I was climbing yesterday. Now from here, I'm actually going to stay facing away from you for a second because I really want you to see this. We're taking the hands quite far down that area. Then, this is where some of you might want to use moisturiser. I'm going to gently drag my fingers forward towards my collarbones. Oh yeah, right, lovely. I'm turning back towards you now. From there, we're going to do this 8 times in your own time. So if you need a little bit of moisturiser on your hands, you can. I kind of don't feel like I need that today. So I'm drawing these forwards. This is my number 2. You might be on your first one, you might be on your 3rd one, whatever. Nice and slow. If you've got a necklace on, be careful you don't pull it and snap it. It has happened. Breathing through the nose. Make sure you really relax as you pull it. Yeah. And obviously if you want to spend a little bit more time at the back, sort of giving it a little bit of a rub or whatever, you absolutely can. This is just my favourite one. Really releasing tension in that upper back. Really good. Now, once you've done your 8, let's just take a moment to breathe. Some of you will still be going, so keep going. Otherwise, just notice how that area feels. Check your abdominals are relaxed again. I know we keep gripping them. Really good. Well done, everybody. Okay, I want us to take a little bit of a spinal move here, our cat-cow. Those of you that want to jump onto all 4s, you absolutely can, but I did say this was seated, so I'm going to stick with that, okay? But you're very welcome to do what you do. So if you're seated, whether you're on a chair or on the floor, hands onto your knees. We inhale, we push the chest forward, draw the shoulder blades back and look up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone round the spine and draw the chin to the chest. Good. Inhale, pushing the bum back, push the chest forwards, lift the chest, the chin, the mouth is closed. Exhale, chin draws in, around the spine, tuck the tailbone. Now do that a few times. I'm really going to get up on my cushion and lift my knees here because that just gets that big rounding. Doesn't need to look pretty. Although I'm sure it does. Drawing it round, keep that going. Generally, we breathe in to really stretch through and arch the back. And generally, we breathe out as we round in the sort of release area. Good, one more of those. Really good, everybody. All right, from here. So, we are gonna get into the upper traps for a stretch. So we've given them a massage, we're now going to stretch them. I know I keep talking about these muscles, but generally that is where people will feel stuff going on. And this goes up in towards the neck as well, a big muscle called the levator scapula. It's a muscle that lifts up your scapulas, or your shoulder blades, yeah? So option 1, because everybody's different, is one arm on top of the other, opposite shoulders holding, yeah? This is option 1. Option 2, just release those arms and bring them together in this position here. Okay, I'm gonna turn, I don't know why I turned myself because I need to face this way anyway. Gosh, she's so awkward, sorry everybody. So, right arm on top of left, holding hands or holding shoulders, yeah? Now this one is a bit weird, so try and stay with me. So we're pulling the elbows away from your body and up. But at the same time, you are drawing your shoulder blades down. And the drawing of the shoulder blades down the back resists these arms just lifting up here, yeah? So elbows away and up, shoulder blades pulling down and back. Breathing. Breathing into the muscles around your shoulder blades. So we're getting this action at the same time, yeah? This. Shoulder blades drawing down, elbows and shoulders drawing up, but then they almost come to a standstill because they're resisting each other, yeah? Let's do one more breath there. Really good, everybody, releasing that. Let's take the hands behind us, interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades and open up that chest. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. Let's do the other side. So left arm on top of right, gripping shoulders, or left arm on top of right, holding onto hands. Elbows are moving away and up at the same time as drawing the shoulders down your back. Breathing. Lovely. Breathing into the shoulder blades, into the base of the neck, elbows away and up, shoulder blades down and back. So you know how you pull your shoulder blades down? That's basically what you're doing. Good. Don't worry, some of you will be like, I don't feel this at all. Others will really feel it. So do not worry. Lovely, everybody. And release. So if you can, take your hands behind your back and see if you can hold on to opposite elbows. Yeah, and that just kind of takes us into a slightly different shape after rounding those shoulders forward. Draw the shoulder blades behind you. Just going to show you this in case anybody's confused. Yeah, holding there. If any of you find it quite easy to do this, you can bring the palms together into a little prayer position, but that is pretty tough, so don't worry if that's not available to you right now. Really good, everybody. Right, let's release that. We're moving into the final couple of stretches and movements for today. So one that I always want to do, which I think is, people say it's sort of so basic, you'll get it at the end of any exercise class, but are we actually focusing on what it's doing? We're taking your right arm across, bring the left one underneath and then pull it in. Now I like to be below the elbow. Some people like to be up here, but I don't feel it when I go up here. So below the elbow, and the elbow should be long, yeah? Then you're gently drawing it in towards you. Try not to get it too far up towards your neck. Yeah, breathing, try and relax a little bit. You should be getting it across here. 2 breaths. Good. If you know you need a little bit longer on one side, you absolutely can. If you're with me, we're swapping. Drawing it in. Sometimes people know that like the right side just needs a bit more attention. So, you know, or the left side, whatever. But you take that time if you need to. Breathing in. Breathing out. Really good, everybody. Right, let's release that off. Give those shoulders a little roll. I mean, I can feel like those have worked a little bit. Don't know about you. Nice. The final thing that we're going to do is we're going to take the right hand and we're going to reach it down your back, okay? We're going to then take hold of that right elbow, and just gently pull it. Now, if you are hypermobile watching this elbow might be over here. I want you to try and avoid taking it over there because I actually want you to feel it in the tricep a little bit here. So hand is reaching down the back, and then just imagine you're pushing the elbow down the back a little bit here as well. You can push the elbow into your hand a little bit and you'll feel it a bit more, especially those that are very, very mobile in the shoulders. Very good. Nice. Other side. Reach that left hand down. And again, gently pushing the elbow down. Some of you might be trying to reach the hand up the back to reach the other hand. Yeah, you absolutely can do that. That is a way of sort of increasing mobility and moving through the shoulders. This is for the tricep. The other one doesn't really do this for the tricep, this muscle here. So you've just got to choose which one you want to do. Good, lovely everybody. Okay, let's release that off. We're going to finish just by taking a few gentle breaths. So move your body if you want to. I'm going to move into a little squat position because I quite like this shape for myself. But wherever you are, relax your belly. And let's just think about relaxing this area for the last minute. So crown of the head, gently drawing up towards the sky, breathing in. Breathing out, all tension falling away from the neck, from the shoulders. Imagine that there's beautiful, healthy space in between each segment of the spine in the neck, in the mid-spine, in the lower spine. Just imagine those shoulders falling away from the ears. Breathing in. And breathing out. Really nice, everybody. Of course, there's so many other little stretches and movements that we can do, but I really hope that this has given you a little bit of release, a few ideas, things to do for your upper body. A really strong reminder that your breathing makes a huge impact on tension and stress in the body, both physically and obviously psychologically too. So think about that breathing lower down. It takes a lot of tension away from the upper body. And I found that it's made a huge difference for how my upper body feels. Also, a little bit of strength training in that upper body, especially if you're prone to lots of knots and tension, it could be that those muscles need a little bit of strengthening as well. But thank you so much for joining me. Hope to see you in another session very soon. And please, if you don't already, subscribe. Press that subscribe button. It honestly means the world to me, and it means that I can keep making content for you all. Thank you so much. I will see you very soon.